It's a little steamy out here today. Who would have thought, Florida? Okay, so I was just talking to this customer, and we were talking about, like customers hitting on you, and she said, do you got, I'm sure you get once in a while, I was going to say once in a while, every day customers. No. I said, yeah, I've got a good story. I said, I got a good story. I thought this is, I said to her, yeah, I had this girl that lived down the street from me. She was Puerto Rican. She was really thick. She looked like Shirley Temple and like Selena mixed together. I'm going to go old school and use Selena. She goes, so I come over to her house. Like, it's like the fourth time I come over. Her house is legitimately pretty clean, And she'd be sitting on the couch with her little sports bra and her boobs were like fucking like, and I'm going, this girl has to have a crush on me. Like, I've been here like 4 or 5 times. I don't see any bugs, doing German roaches. You come over to the house, like maybe, probably, I would say twice. Maybe 3 if it's really bad. So I'm in the shower and I'm in my head going, I'm gonna just have to tell her, listen, you're young, blah 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 blah. It's never gonna work out. And she goes, I was getting ready to say something to her. Because here we are again, and there was like this moment where she like walked by me, and she was a little flirtatious here and there, but nothing enough that I'm going to jump out. I mean, I'm off the clock, she's like a neighbor. I'm not whatever, like I'm not at work, but I still don't want to be a fucking creep or a sexual predator. It's not the 90s when you could be fucking Harvey Weinstein or Dana White and get away with this shit. Not that I ever was trying to. Because I just don't conduct myself like that. But she walks by me, and like I'm like bent over, and she like puts her like her cleavage in my face, and she really didn't do it on purpose. But I looked up at her, and she looked at me like one of those like Notebook looks. Like she looked like I could fucking probably kiss her right now, and it would be on, and I didn't. And she kind of lingered, and I just pretended it didn't happen because I'm a professional. I listen, it was very, very hard to fucking, she was fucking cute as fuck. She goes to me, so I'm getting ready to go. I gotta just come out and ask her, what, you got a crush on me or something? Like, what's going on? I know I'm extremely fucking handsome and stuff, but, what are we doing here? She says, do you think, let me run this by you, do you think maybe, I thought she was going to say, do you think maybe we could go out or something sometime? But I was like going to go, do you think maybe the roaches that are in
800 feet, turn left onto North 56th Street.
Do you think maybe the roaches that are in my car could be getting in the house? And I was like, that's what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? So she's bringing, and never saying, like, XYZ, like, I'm thinking, like, because I don't see any bugs in her house. You know what I mean? I don't see any bugs in her house.
At the stop sign,
so,
left onto North 56th
man, I was so, like, I remember this is a better one, I had this fucking, I could probably bring you to the house, and I might have told the story before. She lived in like Lackawanna. I want to go that way.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn.
She lived in like Lackawanna or something. And she asked me, she goes, can you date customers? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I'm not dating this chick. There's no way. She looked like the fucking Kool-Aid man. I mean, she was like 2 times bigger than I am, and at that time I was 300 pounds, and I wasn't no prize. So if I'm telling you, I said, oh, I don't think it'd be, it's kind of a conflict of interest. I think I signed something when I started working here, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, oh, okay. So I'm going to do, like, I think it was a bed bug job. So I'm going to go get my stuff. Everything's ready in the bedroom. It looks good. Okay, I'll be back. When I go back in the bedroom, she goes outside and she said, let me know if you need anything. I'll be in my car. She laid out fucking like lingerie on her bed, and the lingerie was like fucking, you could put it over the front of my car, you know? I was like, what the fuck? You know? Holy fuck. I took this Hispanic chick out when I was like 20 something in Las Vegas. We ended up going out to some restaurant, you know, go back to my house, you know, whatever. One thing leads to another. I drop her off later at her house. I told her I'm going to call you tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. You know, I got to work. And she called me like 26 fucking times. And then I think I still had sex with her one more time. And then I had to tell my boss that, you know, kind of what happened. And he was like, fuck. He's like, it's not the worst thing. And it was Las Vegas. Listen, they were doing that company. The first day I went to work, they took us to a strip club. You know what I mean? So, he gave us like $400. I ended up coming home with like $340.